missing the first cap is what I do in my streams. Okay, now I have chat open on my phone. And Dan is going for a rush, or looking if he can, but he can't. Giving the ball to D-Mark. Ivan, oh no, wait. I'm gonna stop with Balkan because it's more confusing to me. Ivan wanting a pass. Oh, two defenders are behind him. One defender following him. Greu is dead, he's just spawning so he can join defense. Ivan trying to pass to the high ground. There was someone waiting. I think it was D-Mark. Now D-Mark and Zeox on the attack together. Ivan is joining. Just checking if you can hear my voice chat. D-Mark with the ball. Oh, if yeah, Dan should get him. I mean, Dan is good at air shots. D-Mark still trying to get his ball back. Zax takes it, waiting for his two teammates that died, but he can't stretch it that long. Seems like Leg or Die is upping the pressure a little bit. Let's see some stats. A lot more damage right now from Leg or Die. Yeah, I wouldn't say that it was an attack, it was more of a group fight. Nice shot from her. D-Mark still hopping around. And Ivan gets her. EFG dies as well, so it's only Dan left with the ball. Oh, that was nice. Big numbers. Huge. Let's see what Dan is doing with the ball. Kind of in trouble. Only EFG alive. D-Mark has the ball and he's rushing. I don't know where defenders are. EFG was doing a lot of damage, but he was just in middle, slowing one player down. And we have a pause. Maybe I can check the bets if I know how to do that. Here we go. Okay, nobody bet 4-0 for either team. And then 8 people for a draw. 3 for a win for Leg or Die, and 4 for a win for Kaiju number 8. So very slightly in favor for K8 or Kate. But yeah, people think it's going to be a draw. So far K8 has won one match, 3 losses and 3 draws. Leg or Die has also 1 win, 2 losses and 1 draw. Let's start with Ivan. Nobody going for ball, D-Mark maybe. Only Ivan alive, I think. He was on his own. Always looking for a sneaky. Ooh, everyone dying. Yes, damage still in favor of Leg or Die, but this round has started with more damage from K8. Has to hurry up to defend because D-Mark is rushing. Rush from the high ground, I believe. Left of spawn. (2-0) for K8. Ooh, they were almost dangerous. Still dangerous, in fact. But they will need to have some kills before they can go. Ivan died, so D-Mark is now joining again. Now it's only D-Mark, Ivan is in middle. And now it's only Ivan. Zeox probably in middle. Kind of never all of them alive to attack together. Can Zeox get up? And he's so slow rush and he back off. Maybe D-Mark can be unhittable. No, he cannot. Should be safe now for Leg or Die. And Ivan dies. Dan has the ball. Red dies, ESG's with Dan. Dan sneaking by, 1 defender in front. Can he bamboozle them? Yeah. Nice touch. Oh no. Okay. There would have not been any defender. Oh, Dan, what? Dan has increased the percentage. EFG on the hand, getting the ball. Turning around, straight for pole. And he did not heal fast enough. Now it's Dan versus 3 people, so yeah, at this point even Dan can do it. Now Gre is holding the ball, passing to EFG. EFG is kind of busy. probably the best thing to give it to the enemy. Is it Dan who is following the ball? He kind of falls down. Let's switch to K8 again. Demark with the ball. 2 defenders. 3 attackers. Probably 3 defenders as well. 1 attacker goes down. Ivan is only 1 HP. Demark and Ivan die, so only Zeox is there. Ball again for K8. Defenders moving into position and Demark is getting sandwiched, but Zeox was holding up, but he dies. Ivan is on the low ground. A little bit of a dance with the bump, he dies. Only Ivan, did the defenders just leave? I guess if you kill 1 attacker, then the ball drops on the floor, but you would want to pick it up, and they just left it behind for Ivan, I believe, to pick it up. That's weird. Bit of a mistake there. I guess maybe they were so far from the position where they killed the attacker with the ball, so they decided to just maybe leave it behind and then go to the middle for the ball, but forgetting that Ivan was alive. That's a good move. I mean, you could potentially take the ball by coming from the left side there. Demark already rushing. Lots of rockets. Not enough rockets. I mean, there are a few maps where you have to watch out for rushes from the start, and this is one of them. Especially playing against Demark. He's down. What is down? Lagging. He was just in spawn. I don't know if lag might have had anything to do with the previous cap, but I don't think so. Okay. Let's check what's going on the other match. I don't know if they are on their first or second map. They are playing Odyssey. Probably the second map. Yeah, maybe when you play against Leg or Die, you can bring some snacks and food to stay alive in the waiting. Then about to start GoFundMe to move to a place with better internet. Okay, Dan is back. And we are starting again. Crazy ball possession difference. D-Mark took the ball and he does get to the bumper. One person trying to stop him and D-Mark backs out. Zeox wins the fight, so they keep attacking. All three together. Ball carrier goes down, passing to Ivan. Ivan gets bumped from pole. D-Mark tries himself, 3 defenders, and he jumped or got bumped, which means you die sometimes. Dan almost got to the bumper. I would say Dan would have died either way if he took it. EFG has the ball. Ivan defending, Zax as well. He gets a kill. EFG still trying to push. Maybe he wants to make some more room with kills. Grush joining. EFG dies. Dan dies, so it's only Kre trying to slow him down. The ball drops. Dan takes it, following Gre. Trading a ball. Now EFG has the ball. He gets to pole. Steps off. Flies off. And that's a cup. Hopefully Dan has a bit better luck with his internet now. I mean, it's kind of sad if they lose a match just because of lags. (3-0) was the result of the first map, so they scored their first point now. Gre is in a position where he could do something if he gets the ball. Gre on attack, 1v1, but there's another one coming from the side. No backup for Gre. Dan is in middle and EFG as well. D-Mark looking for a pass, but he had been looking for a while, so the defenders are already on him. And Dan is going for the bumper maybe? No, but he does move up. Could he pass to his teammate there? I think it was EFG, but he died. Nice bounce hit and another nice hit. Zayek is pushing at the ball. It's gonna be difficult, but can he make it? No. Ivan still there and D-Mark is joining him. D-Mark gets the ball. 2v2. Third defender is back. Fake pass, I guess. Maybe now he wants to heal his teammate. If he can, no. Sayox dies. He almost got to pull for the pass. D-Mark tanking it here. Okay, that was unfortunate for the defender. Missed some shots, maybe also a bit out of rockets. Nice, Grug gets 2 hits for a kill. 2 people going for the bumper. Dan has taken the bumper, but D-Mark manages to kill him, I believe. Grug kind of staying here behind if they don't notice him. I mean, the wall is a bit big. They know that he's there, but Blue does get the ball. D-Mark will try to take care of Gre. His teammate ended up getting a kill. Nice dodge. Maybe Grug can help him out. I mean, EFG, he's the closest. And he does. Grug closing on the pole. Dennis passing and moving up for the touch. Only EFG alive. No, he's dead. Everyone died. They did get the touch and have the lead. D-Mark passing to Zyox with EFG, or who was it? No, it was Dennis on him. They can take some moment for heal. passing to Ivan. Like Seox dies. D-Mark is fighting. I don't think Ivan should push anymore. The D-Mark, no, there's a defender. I was thinking if they are focused on Ivan, maybe with the pass D-Mark could go, but they had a defender. Ivan dies, D-Mark gets 1 kill. Now if they can do something before they all spawn, D-Mark is 1v1, but they're coming from spawn. A few steps away from pole, but no touch. Normal phase has ended. Dan dies, Grud dies, only EFG is defending now, but his teammates will come from spawn. And Dan gets away with the ball, while EFG gets another kill. Passing back to heal EFG. Dan is down 1 HP, so now he gets his turn to heal, but they are chasing him. Maybe Greu can get the kill on the chaser. And Dan is just using his movement to stay alive, gets 1 hit, and he doesn't make it out alive from that rush. Ball resets. EFG dies. Greu had it for a short moment, but the damage was in favor of K8. Nice kill on D-Mark. Seox dies with the ball. And Legordai has control again. Yeah. A little bit of team hits. Only EFG, oh, they all died almost at the same time, so K8 is moving up. Dan is chasing the ball, he does get it. Can he now stay alive? Challenging D-Mark. Greu dies, but EFG helps out Dan. Greu is in the middle. EFG gets the ball back. Maybe now they should wait for Dan. EFG dies, Greu dies, so it's just Dan. Nice kill. Another nice kill. And 10 seconds to go, and Legordai has the ball, so they should be safe now. At least it's getting a bit more exciting. 2-2 now on this map. Fairly equal. D-Mark going towards the bumper. Can EFG stop him? 1 hit. I hope some more. Yeah, Dan is defending. He gets a kill and a team hit. This is what kills Dan. Now Greu tries to get away, down to 1 HP, but he is stretching time, so Dan has respawned. EFG dies, but he will also have time to respawn. Good job from Greu. Oh, he passed it to Dan, and Dan is already moving for a rush. nice fake to change the angle and not go straight to pole. Good touch, 68%. Dice, and it's only EFG fighting here. Both of them kind of struggling a bit. EFG wins, but he resets. Going for defense. And Ivan backs out. He was alone versus 3 defenders. D-Mark dies. I don't know how to change the stream title. Or if I can change it. I haven't get the ball. Maybe if he... no. EFG does not give it back to him. I can see if I can change the title. But I'm logged in on my own Twitch account. So yeah, I don't know. Okay, let's see what's happening. Demarket the ball. Where is everyone? Dan is smart this time and doesn't give it back. One HP down. Get some backup from EFG. It's a trade between Krö and Ivan. EFG gets the kill and Dan is moving to the bumper, but there is a defender. Maybe someone is asking for a pass. It was Krö. Or I think at least he was asking. And they kind of turned it around. Yeah, if you play on a map with some fast move and some fast attackers like Dimark or Dan, it's always like you can be on the attacking side, so you could say, okay, if a defender gets the ball, he has a long way to go to the enemy pole, but on a map like that, with players like this, people don't always have the reflex to go for the defense when they feel like they are so far ahead on the map and ball is far away from their pole. Yeah, I also think I have mod rights, but I'm not sure if I have editor rights. And I don't know if I need to log in on the Speedball TV account then to do that. Because I don't know how I have the stream key, but I don't know how I need to log in on the Speedball TV channel. So results now is 2-0 for K8. People expect a draw, so that means Legorda is about to win some maps. Maybe Dan can pull off a rush. This is also a map where an opening rush from Dan or EFG is a risk. Do I need to type that in chat if I have editor rights, but I don't know if I have. I could try typing that in chat. Yeah, now I'm missing the attack, but they did not touch. Greu with the ball. We'll probably look to pass it to, in this case, to Dan, and Dan is not wasting any time. What I hear on spawning, but Dan gets a nice touch. Good sign for the leg or die team. D-Mark goes for it, but then yeah, he is used to that and prepared. I don't know what Nightbot is. Nice. 3 hits from her. EFG. No. Ivan passes to Ziox. Ziox is moving, but he backs out or not. He's a bit in trouble. Needs some help. Somehow he doesn't get hit. Passing to D-Mark. No. Only Ivana, no. Ivan's still alive, but yeah. EFG wants to heal, but okay, there we go. Could he rush? I mean, not too much stamina. It's nice to go behind the corner and then wait for the chaser to turn around the corner. That could be a benefit for the ball carrier. Could be a smart trick. Ivan passing to D-Mark, and D-Mark is taking the high ground, but Ivan needs to heal. Is there someone in the window, or how you call it? D-Mark is waiting. D-Mark got to pole, but yeah, his team Ivan was waiting because Ziox was joining them again. Greu stays alive with the ball. He got hit, but he has healed. And EFG is there to help Greu. Okay, they are safe. I think Greu has the ball. Passing to Dan, he gets up there, but there are a lot of defenders on that side. They did kill some, yeah, now it's looking good. They need a moment to heal. EFG dies, he was also 1 HP, I believe. Nice defense from the ball carrier by them. The bodyguard. And EFG is back. He gets a kill. Now it's a question if they can get the ball, and they all just reset. "30 seconds remaining and the lead still for leg or die, but they are putting on some pressure. Now it's stressful, yeah, it's instant. Yeah, I don't know if stress played a factor here, but you know they just need to survive, but sometimes you kind of start missing some shots at those moments. So unfortunately, even though they had, I believe, 2 touches, once for 10 and once for 30%, they lose it in the instant phase. We all know how that feels. Wait, what's happening? Oh, he's passing back. Because he is on the attacking side, right? But he just decided to pass it back and now asking for it again. A touch. 2 kills by Ivan. Can he get the third? A 40% touch. EFG gets through. D-mark in front, and now but if he slows down, the ball chaser catches up and everyone dies from leg or die. Not enough leg, apparently. Yeah, a bit risky. If you could have gotten up there, maybe it was successful, but Ivan going through pole, but they lost the ball, so now he resets. And Dan kind of goes straight towards D-mark, and only Threads left alive. He should reset at some point. He keeps D-mark busy a bit, and now the reset comes. Ooh, D-mark slips through 2 rockets. If he can go to the high ground, takes 1 hit. 1 chaser behind him. Sax is there to help. He gets 2 kills, so this could be something. Nice defense from Gre. Gre got the important hit and takes the ball. Nice kill from EFG, so Dan is free to move. But he does not make it. Ivan is there to stop him. D-mark trying to make sure the bumper is defended as he dies. Leg or Die is pushing together. D-mark dies, so this could be maybe Dan also dies, and they did get the first kill, but then Gre and Dan died together. Only if G was left with the ball. Where is Greu? He's also in front, going for a high ground. Dennis under some pressure, but did they notice Greu? Greu got to pull. Nice catch from Greu, and it's a cap. Yeah, that was nice from Greu. He went for the high ground, and they did not know. Thanks, Ghost, for changing the title. A lot of damage coming from Leg or Die. Passing to EFG, it's Greu who dies there on the low ground. Dan is pushing through the pole if he can make a catch before dying. Yes. Big percentage. Maybe Leg or Die has found some momentum. But someone was rushing, but they died. I guess it was Ivan. Yeah, this round or point starts off with a lot of damage from Leg or Die. They're all ready to attack, and I guess they're also ready to defend on the other side. Dan going to block the bumper. D-Mark to try to pass to Siox, who is at the bumper. D-Mark is still coming, and Ivan goes for the high ground. That should be... oh no, the pass did not connect. Good try, but Ivan is now alone. Nice move that almost worked. It was a good attack, but Leg or Die did the hits needed to defend. Now some damage coming from the 8, so a new attack is forming. They are taking the high ground, but Seox dies right before he can try to pass it to Ivan, and now only Ivan is alive. EFG is asking for the pass, he's moving towards pole. Gets some damage. Maybe he got confused there which rocket was a pass and which was a rocket. Dan and D-Mark going at it again with a 1v1 battle. But Ivan is the one killing D-Mark for some reason. I know Ivan is king of the backsteps. Lots of resets coming in from Leg or Die. D-Mark going for a high ground. It's Siox who has the ball. It does not connect. That was a good pass, but you know, he died before it connected. Halfway reduction and still a big lead for Leg or Die. Ivan blocking the bumper, body blocking Dan. Dan decides to trade it and Ivan wins the trading game. EFG picks it up right before reset. I don't know if that's... might have as well, just let it reset. Ivan is moving, but he backs off. He needed to heal and D-Mark also needed to heal. Zax is also 1 HP. They're all kind of grouped together. Zax dies, D-Mark has the high ground. And Leg or Die regains the ball. Instant phase, so we will see if they just try to hold on to the ball or still try to push. They are under pressure, Greu with the ball and EFG kind of defending Greu. Yeah, Greu got a bit in trouble, maybe should have stayed on the high ground. Or like the medium ground in this case. And Ivan is going for it. 30 seconds in instant. He does manage to get to high ground. A pre-shot from Greu. I think they are healing now. Dan is healing. Only 15 seconds left. Trading it to EFG. Dan gets it back. Passing back and forth between each other. Now running away safely to get the point. So this should be the first time that they have been in the lead on a map. Three hits from Leg or Die, 2 hits from K8. Still slightly in favor of Leg or Die here in the opening fight. Some heals coming in. Dan is full health, Greu is full health, so they can attack. EFG and Dan are both down, 1 HP. Do they lose the ball completely? Ivan is rushing with the bumper. Running out of stamina and passing back to his teammate who needs to heal. So now Zax is on pole. Pass is coming, but it's not even needed. I think all three of them were alive and attacking. So yeah, quick point for K8 and now it's 2-2 again. I believe in the previous point it also got 2-2, but then K8 took the map. Might be slightly frustrating for Leg of Die if they manage to get 2-2 again and still lose the map for the second time. Kill from Dan. Zax is going to fall. Successful defense. But they still need to get that ball. There's still this one map and one more map to go, but I hope Leg or Die can get at least one map win. And Dan is rushing. EFG takes over. He gets a bit bumped maybe. So it's Greu who is now trying to slow them down. Zax pass to D-Mark who needs to heal. D-Mark dies. EFG dies, but Greu is Greu who... Yeah, Greu almost managed to push through, but if he got through there would still have been one defender. Dimar going for a rush, this looks bad for Leg or Die. And it's kind of a replay of the previous map. 2-2 and then a quite fast round where I believe D-Mark both times takes the cap. Not entirely sure who it was on the previous map. They can change the map pick now, I believe. In the league rankings, K8 is not necessarily doing better than Leg or Die. It's just that Leg or Die has less matches played. There are actually 6 teams who have only won 1 match. I could check into the other stream maybe to see what's happening. Yeah, they don't have the score on the screen, so I don't know who's winning. Maybe Janfo can let us know who is winning the other match. Of course, Dan takes Xibalba, which is like a small parkour arena. But I think D-Mark can enjoy it as well. Janfo, if you know which team is winning the other match. Almost a rush there. EFG gets a kill, he's 1 HP, but he gets the ball. EFG, not sure if EFG wanted the ball, but Dan said, you know, you take the ball and go to pole, which EFG did. And they get a quick capture. So in the other match, Mute is up 3-0. Maybe K8 was just taken a bit by surprise in the first round. Now they have an attack themselves and someone on pole, Zex is capping. Okay, two quick rounds, 1-1. It's basically both of these rounds was like who will win like the one big team fight and then a capture happens. Ivan heals, but D-Mark, you know, says, you know, he has a quicker way. Dan try, oh, there, oh, okay, the defender fell down while Dan stayed up, so. Seox getting some hits in. As D-Mark is moving on with the ball with dice. So only Ivan, he gets one hit on ball, one kill. Gre is keeping the ball safe for a moment. Yeah, I mean Dan catches it. Ivan is still around. And Dan dies. D-Mark sneaks up on the ball to take it. This play, it's a bit more fast-paced play right now than compared to the previous maps. Damage is equal right now. Ball possession as well. Dan loses the ball to Ivan. D-Mark heals and Siox also needs to heal maybe if they want. I almost thought D-Mark could go for a rush there. Maybe Siox can ask for the ball there. He moves on. Only D-Mark left and he's running away. Someone, EFG, is asking for the ball, but in a risky position. And a nice double hit from D-Mark on Dan. Nice kills from Gre. The ball had reset and Gre was the only one alive. So it was good that he could kind of stop them and give his two teammates time to spawn. Seox is going to defend here while Dan takes percentage. Dan loses the ball, but he's alive. Seox dies, Gre dies, Dan dies. D-Mark asking for the ball, Ivan is passing it. Percentage lead is for leg or die. Dan is doing a solo attack, which shouldn't work, but he does make it work halfway. His teammates are now helping him. D-Mark is dead. Dan could use a heal. Bumps himself down. Gre is still here and EFG is on pole actually with the dice. Not sure if Dan knew that EFG was on pole. Or he might have been a bit more aggressive. Resets. D-Mark can bypass two defenders. Yeah, you have, I don't know, you have to either make sure they don't get that kind of jump, or you have to hit them in the air. If you can jump over two defenders, you have a good chance to cap. And we don't know what happened with Dan. Yeah, damage is still in favor of leg or die, but it's these little moments where K8 either captures in instants more often than leg or die. UV2 in middle, but they get another kill on Dan and Zynox. So the hits are going equal at the start of this round. Ooh, Dan dropped down. Maybe there was an enemy on the high ground as well. Dan dies and gives the ball to Ivan, which isn't bad, you know, they got the kill, so it's fine. EFG, can he make it? Yeah, there was an enemy pushing him, but he passed it to Dan, which meant EFG was left alone. Dan is pushing. Can he stop the chaser? Just going straight for it, never scared. Dan. Ivan is 1 HP while Dimar goes through the back door and dies. I think Ivan died as well, yes, so it's Seox on the ball. I hope there's still some defenders around. I can hear them. Seox is just hiding. K8 trying to stop Leg or Die from getting away with the ball. And Dan does get away. They get a kill. They can move to the high ground. Someone is on pole, which dies right at the wrong moment, and Dan is alone. Ivan has the ball. Pinging, but there is no one yet. Dimar gets the ball. Ivan goes for the left side to attack. Dimar can't pass right now, even though his teammates were close to pole. Zyrox is on pole and catches it. And caps. Unfortunately, that's the end of the match for Leg or Die. Good job from Seox being alive on that pole and good pass happening. Everything in stats looked quite equal. I think Leg or Die did play a fairly good match. Maybe they started off a little worse with the first map. 2 maps went 2-3, really close. And then again also Xibalba didn't look so bad for Leg or Die, but I don't know if it's D-Mark or just the K8 team, but Instant is a better face for K8 right now. And that's the end of the game. I think the other matches also ended. Yes, so we are closing the stream. Goodbye.